기록의 사나이 손흥민이 지치지도 않고 벌써 또 MLS에서 신기록 하나를 추가했습니다. 미국 MLS의 소식을 전문적으로 전하는 MLS 커뮤니케이션즈는 세인트루이스전 직후에 LAFC와 세인트루이스의 경기에서 3골이 터졌다. 이 경기로 손흥민과 부안가는 MLS 역사상 최초로 한 시즌에 한 클럽에서 17골을 연속으로 득점한 듀오가 됐다라면서 손흥민이 MLS 최초의 기록을 썼다고 했죠. 이 기록은 지난 8월 말부터 시작됐는데 댈러스 원정에서 손흥민이 선제골을 넣고 비겼고 샌디에고와의 홈경기에서는 부안가가 한 골을 넣었지만 패배했던 기억이 있는데요. 그 패배 이후에 각자 국가대표팀 합류해서 A매치를 치르고 돌아왔는데 놀랍게도 힘든 국대 일정 이후에 갑자기 두 사람의 공격력이 미친듯이 폭발한 겁니다. 산호세전부터 4골씩 팍팍 넣으면서 솔트레이크와 2연전 모두 4대1 대승, 그리고 이번 세인트루이스 원정에서도 깔끔한 3대0 무실점 승리를 해버렸거든요. 이런데도 손흥민 칭찬을 안 할 수가 있나요? 네, 특히 LAFC 팬들 입장에서 손흥민은 그야말로 구원자라고 해도 과언이 아닙니다. 미국 현지 팬들이 경기 후에 손흥민의 활약을 극찬하는 영상을 또 입수해서 전해드릴 테니까요. 손흥민 칭찬을 함께 즐겨보시죠.
It's a real easy, maybe the easiest win of the season for LAFC tonight. What was the final score? 3-0?
Yeah.
Whew. I've been waiting for a game that easy. That was really nice. A really pleasant watch.
Yeah, for an away game on a Saturday night, you couldn't ask for more. This is LAFC's first 4-game winning streak of the season.
That is insane. Yeah.
Right?
It really is. At this point, this really solidifies the fact that we could not be looking at a more different team than the one that started this season, than the one that we were like desperately just exhausted by for the first 15 matches or so.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we're looking at a very, very different squad at this point. We're seeing a lot more from not just Son, who obviously is not disappointing, but other new guys who are getting a lot of good minutes. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I know St. Louis didn't exactly give us a much of a challenge to prove ourselves with, but Vince, what did you think of what we showed tonight?
Yeah, there's a lot of components to the turnaround, but let's not belabor the point. It all starts with bringing in a world-class player.
Sure.
Son Heung-min is an incredible player, and he just fits the DNA of this team to the point where, we looked at Olivier Giroud and we thought going into this season, like a lot of people thought, let's be fair, that he was going to have a better season, that he was going to be more acclimated, that he was going to fit better with the team, and that was going to raise the whole level of the team. It just didn't work out, right? And so LAFC, I don't think ever wanted Boanga to be a one-trick pony and the only guy out there doing anything. They finally are able to bring in, again, world-class player, but there is a lot of other components. And I think to your point, Darren, that was the best I've seen them play in a very long time. A couple things for me is, first of all, now LAFC are finally winning games they're supposed to win. I think throughout this season, we saw an LAFC team where it was very frustrating because we would basically say, we think this team's pretty good because, they would go up against Miami or they'd go up against Columbus and they'd put their best foot forward and they would look good. But then they would play, let's say, St. Louis at home and they would look horrible. Or they would play the Galaxy, which the Galaxy are not good. They should be beating the Galaxy. They should have beat them twice this year. But now they go into this game and they just simply control the game from start to finish. So that's a good thing. And then something that I wrote in my notes was this was the full LAFC tonight. This was the full expression of the LAFC's team and team ideas. So if you're new to this team and kind of what you're wondering, how does this team want to set up, now that they have Son and now that they really want to express their team model, it's exactly what you saw. It was a flowing game where they circulate the ball. They get their players in good spots. They get their players in areas where they can drive the ball forward. You're deadly in transition. And then, you put your stars in the best spots to win. And I thought LAFC did that. And then the last bit that we haven't seen a lot this year is, man, the counter press was good. The aggression that they had in winning the ball back. I would like to see that the rest of the season. And if that's with this formation and this kind of setup, if that's what we're going to see, that style play, regardless if it's St. Louis City or a better team, that's going to be something that's going to be really dangerous for LAFC. So I just thought, obviously it's still Bouanga and Son scoring, but the whole team was very good tonight.
Sad foot, no Son hat trick to extend the streak. I know it's really disappointing match for that reason. I don't know. I mean, the media has been hot on LAFC for that reason, and that's not happening anymore. So now I think everyone's going to be like, well, LAFC's lost a step. Will they be okay in the playoffs? We're going to start to see those questions.
Yeah, if they're not scoring hat tricks, are they going to be able to win games?
Exactly.
I guess they can.
Exactly. Right.
We had to prove that to ourselves.
It's the team, the collective hat trick.
이후에는 다른 팬들과 전화 연결을 하면서 또 손흥민에 대한 칭찬이 이어졌는데요. 일본에 살고 있는 팬이 전화를 했더라고요. 역시 아시아 최고 선수다운 모습이었는데 팬들과의 전화 연결 이후에도 축구적인 분석이 계속됐습니다. 네, 이어지는 영상도 함께 보시죠.
Yes, we're cooking. I don't know what happened. Something about Son, just like it was just magic. But anyhow, I don't really have any sad foots right now. I'm just a little bit taken back. We've been watching Dolo ball all year, and like that's suddenly gone. Well, I mean it's still there, but it's actually like tolerable to like spectate. But anyways, I'm hopeful for this team. I think we're on a late season run. We could actually end up in MLS Cup. Like I'm being serious. Like
yeah.
I'm not here to disagree with you. This is if you wanted a debate, you're not getting one.
Yeah, I don't think it's unfair to say that like they were a broken team before. Again, it's kind of what we talked about up top. Like they did not expect to go just with one star into the season, right? Like they thought Giroud would be okay, and he just wasn't. And then Son is not just Giroud; he's a step up, and he just fits the system so much better. And then the fact that he's acclimated so quickly, he fits with the what I laugh about is the people that were like, oh, I don't know how Son and Bouanga are going to get along on the same field. It's like they're soccer players and they're incredibly talented. They can figure it out. I know that there's only one ball, but it doesn't work the same way as basketball. Like, and they clearly figured it out. And they're incredible. Like, and I really like the 2 forward system. So I agree with you. I think this team is wholly different. I don't think that they were ever like foundationally as bad as some people thought, but they definitely needed something. And I mean, thank God it's a world-class player.
I mean, he's a beautiful man.
Exactly.
Daniel, thank you so much for calling in and for calling in from Japan. Incredible.
I love seeing Sonny and Denny continuing their chemistry. I wanted to see Sonny get the hat trick so he could get the 3-3-3-3. Oh well, we didn't get there. Morin to me, breath of fresh air. That was amazing.
And something that I thought I saw somebody talk about was something that Son does so well is drop into that kind of space in the midfield. Like he's not just cheating up top. He's also picking up these pockets of space where I think 3 midfielders really force a team to kind of congest the middle and worry about those 3. And then that's when Sonny shows up and just finds that perfect pocket of space. And either he's able to drop it back to a midfielder that's able to play it wide and they're able to get out of trouble, or he can turn face up the field and drive them forward. And I just think 3 is the way to go. You let your 2 stars just kind of play. They were so dynamic today too. It was like, I don't think I've seen Bouanga move from side to side as much in a game. Like normally he still stays very much on the left or central. He was going to the right side too. Like their understanding seems better. I just think the balance is really there. And they're finding these solutions to really keep teams guessing on how they're going to get out of their end and into the final third. And that's really what you want, right? Because then when they're guessing, you're getting guys. I mean, the game, it's a simple game. Honestly, I know like it is hard, but like at the end of the day, if you can get players into space and looking up with the ball at their feet, they're all professionals. At this point, a lot of them can make the pass that they need to make. It's when they get into tight spaces and the game speeds up, that's when it gets a lot harder. But if you make the game simple for your team, you're going to be very effective. And that's what LAFC did today. They just made the game simple for each other.
Yes. And they did their work, but let's also be real. It really felt like those first 2 goals, especially, were maybe the easiest goals I've seen them taken a long time. Like St. Louis, for some reason, seemed to really roll out the red carpet for both of those goals. They just did not play defense at all. They didn't play defense on Son for either of his goals.
So scared of them. I mean, it's a credit to them, right? They're so scared of their ability to slip past defenders.
Sure.
But do something.
at least try.
Yeah,
It was
but at least
I think
try, yeah.
Son's first goal especially was like really well. Like it was a great ball to his foot, right to his foot, that may have thrown people off for a moment, but then he just dribbled the rest of the entire field. At
He
one
shot
point, he
from
looked
10
all
yards.
the way around. He looked
He shot from
like,
10 yards out. How?
yeah, and like the third of the way to the goal, he was like, "Is really nobody guarding me? Like,
Yeah.
what's happening right now?" And he didn't even. He barely celebrated. He was so confused. Like,
I
he
think
was like,
it's
"Did
the
that just
perfect.
happen?"
It's the perfect case in point for at least try, because you're thinking they're like, well, I
Yeah.
don't want him. I don't want him to go past me. What's the worst that could happen? You back up into the goal and they literally you just roll out the red carpet and those guys
It's a
finish.
bad
Like,
video game, dude. You're being filmed.
Yeah.
This is on camera, man.
해외 방송 영상이 나오는 대로 또 신속하게 그 내용을 전달해 드리겠습니다. 이상 흰수염고래였습니다. 감사합니다.